So let's say you have what could potentially be a 6 or 7 figure offer, but you're currently only doing like 4 figures with it. So if you're having some traction, this will be much easier. If you're having no traction, there's a whole lot of things that we would have to fix, but we're not going to talk about that. We're not even going to deep dive into that because there's a lot of things that have to be solved. But if you're having some traction, there's things you have to change up. And this is probably going to be the easiest thing and what most people don't do because they feel like, oh, I know what I'm doing. I got this. I'm having some traction. This is easy. Actually, no. If it was that easy, you'd be making way more money. But since you're not, let's talk about how we can fix that relatively quickly. You could probably fix that in a matter of a weekend and go from having like a 4-figure month to a 5-figure month to even 6-figure month, depending on what change needs to happen. All right. So let's talk about this. The quickest way to figure out where you're going wrong is to look at your competition. This is what I did for a number of my offers, and it works every single time. So if you're having some traction, like I would do 50 to 75K the first month. I'm like, okay, well, there's other people in the space that are doing way more money than I am. What are they doing that I'm not doing? And I would just go through, check their funnels, their sales process, hammering their prospects. What are they doing that I'm not doing? How do their ads look? It's not necessarily how much money are they spending on their ads or to acquire leads. It's how are they doing it? Not how much are they spending to do it, how are they doing it, and how are they keeping these prospects engaged? Once I had that down, I could just redo what they were doing, all right? Like reverse engineer what they were doing for my own benefit. And one of those ways is if you look at their funnel, right? And that's what I had to do with a few of my offers. If there was someone in a space that was doing it big, I would look at their funnels and the information that they were presenting. So it'd be information they're presenting, how they're presenting it, and what are they really saying that the prospects are gonna get by jumping on that offer. Now, in some cases, like these dudes were saying, oh, you're gonna make $500,000 and fucking 90 days and shit. And I'm like, okay, there's no way I could compete with that because number one, that's never gonna fucking happen. And number two, like that's just outlandish to fucking say. You're essentially lying. Some of the marketing could be deceptive. And that's where you have to look and differentiate yourself as well. Looking at what your competition is doing and then reverse engineering it is always gonna be the fastest way to go from low numbers to high numbers. And you can do that almost overnight, like literally overnight. Whoever your biggest competitor is in a space or second biggest competitor or whatever, what you need to do is this. Again, check out their fucking funnels, guys. Like go through their funnels, go through the sales process, everything, figure out where you're going wrong. Because chances are it's how you're presenting your offer. It's probably not the offer itself. It's how you're presenting it and the value that people perceive they're going to get. So if your competition is showing more results, they're showing testimonials and all this stuff throughout the funnel. And even after they're hitting, their prospects, they're hammering them with automated messages and all this stuff. Their sales team, is hitting them up saying, hey, what's going on? How you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Do you have any preliminary questions? Blah, 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 X, Y, and Z. And you're doing none of that. That's probably where you're going wrong. If you're just waiting for these people to jump on a call and you're not hitting them up or you're not presenting information in a way that makes it valuable, you've already lost. Check your competition first and foremost before you start changing anything up. And if you're not doing what they're doing, chances are you need to be doing that so you can make more money. It's a very quick process. It should take you maybe a day or two to reverse engineer.